Hello, beautiful Given.
Hi, Shabby. Is it yesterday? I just got a note. It was yesterday. It's today. It is today.
It's today. Yes, yes. Ah, you checked yesterday.
No. I just tried now, but I just got a excuse me a message that it was yesterday. But I heard you now, so
Okay. And now you went in through the link that I just sent you. Correct. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There was like one person that signed up for the event, and two others that said they're gonna maybe come. And I just sent them also the link saying there might have been a problem, but so far I haven't heard back from them. So it's just the two of us for now. How are you? It's been a while. You're muted, yes.
been crazy busy. Just family and a lot of health stuff with the brother, my mom, and stuff. But it's been pretty good. How are you? I see you all the time online.
You see me on the mountains.
No, online all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I've
But
been working on the slopes this winter quite a lot. Been
yeah,
teaching
that's your regular job, actually.
this winter it was. It's one of them.
What was it? Yeah.
One of them. And this was the first season in many years that I did the full season just that.
Mhm.
No other work. And it
Yeah.
depends. The working arrangement is not the best, let's call it that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, I get to ski, I get to be with people, I get to
Yeah.
support people to learn this new skill and get more confident and everything. It's amazing work.
Mhm.
But the payment and the hours that I need to invest in order to
Mhm.
get up on the mountain and then meet them and then until I'm back home again, like the day is.
Yeah, it's kind of like I understand. Teaching 1 hour class is like it's like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Mhm.
for me, it takes like I'm 6 hours out of the house for to be paid 2.5 hours.
Oh wow, yeah, it does it is an investment, yeah, I guess, in order to get some money to support your coaching business.
Yeah. But then, it's also a job that I love. I'm not doing it for the money, or at least not
Mm,
most of the money. But
yeah.
yeah, let me check real quick my messages again.
Okay.
Yeah. No answers yet. Okay. So I just checked the list. So you joined, when did you join the community? Just like a couple days ago, right?
Is a couple days ago. I wasn't sure if I could make the meetings, but is it a every day for 7 days, the challenge?
The challenge is 7 days, so it's gonna be drip release, so it's automated in that sense, right? So
Oh,
every
okay.
morning, every morning, I mean, for you that would probably be what, in the
Is it this
evening, and
time?
for you it would be in the evening.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah,
you.
because you're 6 hours behind, 12 hours behind me.
Okay.
So it releases 6 a.m. in the morning, my time. So that
Okay.
would be 6 p.m. your time. And then it's like the idea with this for me is really to help or to give people something to come back to anchor. And you've
Mhm.
experienced meditations, right? The visualizations. So that's
Right. Yeah.
what we're gonna do. I pimped them up in an audio. So you can also listen to the same one multiple times over the week. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep it accessible for another week after. And yeah, so it's really basically just a meditation every day, a visualization,
Hmm.
a little bit of an input, but the reading is a maybe 2-minute read. Uh,
Okay.
and then a little exercise, a little intention for the day for you to just move through life and through your daily
Hmm.
hustle with a little bit of a different lens. Start seeing things a little bit differently, and maybe the intention
Mm-hmm.
idea is that you experience life a little bit differently afterwards. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm really excited and curious to see how that works in just 7 days, right? I'm usually not the biggest
Mm-hmm.
fan of these. Let's just promise everyone that they can change and transform their lives in 7 days. But it seems to be the way to go. It seems to be the thing that people actually sign up for.
Mm-hmm.
And and I do believe that somebody can get a lot of insight and realizations and in just such a short period of time if you
Mm-hmm.
really committed. But yeah, so it's 15-minute meditation, 10 to 15-minute meditation every day.
Mm-hmm.
You do it once or twice or 3 times a day, I don't care. You can do it as much as you want.
Okay.
And then do the exercises. And the exercises you give some reflective answers to the community so that we can also exchange experiences. And then at the end, I will add another meetup like this where we can all
Okay.
meet and then share experiences, where I can share a little bit more about, the
Mm-hmm.
little nuances that come with these practices, because one way is not the only way.
Right.
I can only give one way at a time.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that's the idea. And you'll get 7 beautiful meditations. And actually, just today, one of my old yoga students messaged me. She's also joining. She's like, "Oh, this is coming in the perfect time. I missed you so much." And and she asked me, she's like, I still to this day have not found a yoga teacher that I love more than you. Are you teaching classes again in the area soon? And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
not at the moment, but that
Mm-hmm.
brought me to the idea to include. I think I'm gonna do 2 or 3 yoga classes as well that I'm gonna include in the challenge.
In
So
this 7-week challenge, a 7-day challenge. Okay. I,
so
I,
that's gonna be an optional thing that you can do. The
okay.
meditations are a must. You have to do it. No, of course, everyone does their own thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about yoga, although it's similar in a way to Qigong and Tai Chi, but there's,
I think
you
you
know,
might like it actually.
I like your yoga. You're amazing with your the stunts you guys do, poses and things like that. Uh, and
That's
even with
that's the acro yoga.
yeah, but with your back too, you have no limitations then.
Mm,
If
Oh, it gets a little more tired, a little more tired faster. I
yeah,
do everything, and actually, to be honest, I feel better than before. I had
after
I had neck issues before for over 10 years. That's completely gone.
oh,
Um, and
after
I also had a big low back pain. Like for the 10 years that I was practicing yoga, I was never a big fan of back
uh-huh.
bend. They were painful. They hurt me so much in my lower back all the time,
Yeah,
and they feel better now. So that's really interesting.
with a metal in your back. You do.
No more metal in the back. I took all of that out in March 2024.
Oh, really? You could take it out?
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't the dissolving ones though. You actually had to go back to surgery and take it
Yeah.
out then?
Yeah. They were like the size of a finger. They're
Oh,
huge. I didn't even know vertebrae were that big.
oh yeah, no, because I actually have some in my back, but I thought they were gonna be the disappearing one or the dissolving ones, but no, they're in there for life, I guess. It's it is as it is. So that's the new norm kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was gonna send you a picture. I think when I first saw your x-rays with your things, maybe one day I'll share it with you just for just for laughs. But it is, yeah, it's been probably in there for life. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. So you don't have that. That's why you can do all those bends and everything.
I mean, I was doing it before also, but before there was still a feeling of limitation.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Very, very happy that the doctor agreed to take everything out. And now I'm just trying to tell my body to rebuild that disc, right? Because
Hmm.
the disc above L1 is pretty much gone. So I have bone on bone,
Oh, really?
which is
Even
not
with the,
ideal, which is not ideal. So I'm just trying
wow.
to move it as much as I can. And it's funny now, I love to hear the clicking sound in my back because then I know that at least they're not fused yet. So as long as I can hear a little bit of a clicking sound there, it's like, ah, cool. We're still
Yeah.
mobile.
God. No. But there's times I can't walk. Something locks up in my back, or it's coming from my back, but it locks up my knee. So I just sit and then I do something. I know how to adjust it, and
Mhm.
then I can open up my knee and then I can walk again. So it's a little funky, funky system, but you know how you learn how to deal with things. So that's how I learned to do my knee, unlock my knee. But it's like
It's a part of you now, and it's just a feature that yeah, that you navigate
it,
with.
yeah. So it's like the new norm basically. So it's just what it is. But it hasn't bothered me, knock on wood, for a little bit. So I think things are getting stronger. The muscles and tendons, ligaments are getting a little bit stronger enough to hold things in place, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Suppose the Tai Chi also helps
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. The Tai Chi, Qigong, it's always a real good. And I think it's basically like what yoga does for you. Yeah.
But they're all like same, but different.
Yeah. In
Uh,
what
all about
way?
moving in an
Mhm,
intentional way. It's about aligning the body in different ways, and some
mhm,
practices are more fluid and energetic. Other practices are more um, more linear and strength based.
mhm.
But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's all about just keeping your body mobile and moving and connect the brain with the movement that you're doing.
Yeah. I
That's
think it's just
really the yoga of the practice. I don't care whether I'm doing a downward dog and warrior one or warrior three and dancers
mhm,
and all of that jazz. That's not the yoga. The yoga is how you do it, and then you can also
mhm,
do freaking like any posture, and it can be a yoga pose, right? And it can be moved.
mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you say that, yeah, that you just learn how to navigate with it.
I think it's the maybe that's the secret to life, maybe learning to navigate with whatever we're dealt with, or whatever comes up. I think that's probably one of the best tools, if you can put it in those terms. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And that is one aspect also of the challenge. So I hope that that will also be transmitted. Do
Mhm. Okay.
you have any questions about the challenge in that sense?
Well, yeah, I guess you kind of explained that it would be every day. It's pre-recorded then, so we don't meet up live. We
No, it's
just
recorded. I've had a few
Mhm.
people saying, so, that's amazing. So we meet every morning at 6 a.m. And I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna be up a morning at every morning. But
Yeah.
that being said, if that is something, it's
Uh-huh.
definitely something that I'm considering doing. I
Okay.
I do have these midweek breaks that I'm hosting now every second Wednesday in the evening. So that would be your morning again.
Every second Wednesday.
where I want to guide just, yeah, any of these practices, something
Mm-hmm.
small, something easy, 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be movement, sometimes it will be meditation or visualization, breathing, just to give people of the world a little bit of a midweek break, basically.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with Zoom, it's amazing how we get to, like meet and become friends with people like you who are across the world. And
Right? And we know each other like so, yeah, on such a level already.
yeah, and yeah, thanks for reminding us about Jason's birthday yesterday. That was, yeah, he's such an amazing guy too, though.
Yeah. Yeah, the coaching community wouldn't have gotten
Mhm.
what it is without him being
Yeah.
side and like really supporting me, pushing it, inviting people, offering stuff.
Hmm.
It's been cool. And we have a good core group now.
Yeah.
I miss you and you're always welcome.
No, I miss you. You know
But
how
also
we,
no rush, you know. Don't feel like
yeah.
you're missing out. You have your beautiful family to take care of and to look.
Yeah, I'm grateful that we have, but it's really so busy. But I'm driving to Hilo every week now. So today I will go tonight and I spend time with my mom, usually my mom and my brother, but my mom has been having challenges. So she had an MRI last Monday and there were no signs of stroke, but they can't explain why she's having symptoms of stroke, you know. But I think she's 93, and her mom lived till my grandmother lived till 103. So
Uh,
she just got good genes, and she doesn't listen to
you
the
have a
doctor.
long life to go still.
And she doesn't listen to the doctor, so I'm telling her that's why she's living so long. She doesn't.
Because she doesn't live to listen to the advice of the doctors.
Yeah, and she eats a lot of. She would eat dessert before dinner or a
Mhm.
meal, and she literally does everything kind of opposite. I mean, she loves sugar and that whole thing, and I'm kind of going through trying to get away from sugar, but
Okay.
every time I go and see her, I bring a pastry or something, and of course I'll have some. It's like a kind of opposite of what but if you think about it, she's lived longer than so many other people who have watched their diets and things like that, so it's a little funny.
So yeah, this is so true because I think nowadays we are so obsessed with like
Hmm.
doing the right things and eating the right foods and
Right.
we are constantly worried basically that we do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then or you think you know what is the wrong thing, and that's still the thing that you feel drawn to do naturally.
Hmm.
And when you do it, you feel guilty.
And I think that might be
That's the thing.
that's the thing, yeah,
So
because my
your mom, who's not, she delves into the pleasure. She loves her treats. She nurtures it. She treasures it. She
uh-huh,
has a good feeling
uh-huh,
associated to that
yeah.
to that ingestion. And somebody else who's just eating the healthy food all the
Hmm.
time without actually really treasuring it and enjoying it, and
Hmm.
even the contrary, maybe
Yeah.
resenting it because
Yeah,
why can
maybe.
you not taste as good as the chocolate cake that I would rather eat, right?
Hmm.
And then you have that you're ingesting, like you're consuming that feeling, you're consuming
Hmm.
like that's what you integrate, and
Yeah,
that's
that's it.
what creates
Yeah.
poison or not.
Yeah, the
That's
body the body can read the energy, or the body mind can read the energy that's being produced in the thoughts, I guess, and then it's saying, "Oh, this is not a good thing." You know what I mean? So we're kind of, yeah. There's so much. that's
Guilt. The guilt, right? That comes in
yeah.
as soon as you give yourself a treat, as soon as you eat meat, as soon as you do this or
Mhm.
that, whatever it is, the diet that you have heard is the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
And
I
similarly
think
with smoking, right? There's so many people who have been heavy smokers for their entire lives,
yeah.
happy smokers.
They,
When they have a cigarette, they're happy.
um,
They can just relax with their cigarette, and they grow. I don't know how old without developing cancer. And on the other side, I see people
mhm.
who go vegan, who meditate every day, who are trying to live the healthiest life, and they develop cancer at age 34.
Yeah.
Die of it. So, what is it really that makes you sick?
Mhm. There's something amiss, or yeah, something missing, or something that's doesn't match in a way. There's that inconsistency, or and but she has a very she's not your typical uh I guess 93-year-old. She's always been quite interesting in her, what she tells the grandkids, and they always get a kick out of her stories and stuff like that. So I think maybe there is something
Bring her
that
to a call once. We should meet your mom once.
she always, yeah, when we're doing class, she'll kind of pop in and say hi. But yeah, maybe one day when I'm in Hilo and then we're on a call or something. Maybe tomorrow morning, or when you do your midweek thing, maybe we'll
Um,
jump on.
well, to be tomorrow morning would be your morning
Yeah, tomorrow morning I'm back. I'm in Hilo, I think. And
because so the thing is, and that's not challenge related here. That's more of the coaching community. I've had a friend over last or 2 weeks ago,
uh-huh,
wanted to join the Catalyst Mastermind with Jason. And I invited her to join because he's just asking these reflective questions, and those are really
mhm.
relevant for anybody, not just coaches. And so I invited her and asked her if she wanted to join, and and then she's like, yeah, sure. And then she joined, and I actually also showed her um
Oh,
to the group. She had
uh-huh,
to introduce herself, and then I thought it was such a beautiful energy actually, and it was so nice for
uh-huh,
me also to have somebody else that I care about do
uh-huh.
this, do this with me. And
Oh,
I thought I was suggested already to the group to maybe one day we'll do like bring your loved one or bring your plus
bring a
one.
friend. Uh-huh. Yeah. So actually, we could invite other people to join, even if they're not coaches. Then, or that's what you did.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
yeah.
with the catalyst, like just to that call.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Jason also started to invite the people from his own community that he started now, as well to join that. They're not all
Uh-huh.
coaches. Um, and and yeah, the catalyst is really just about reflection, reflecting
Mhm.
about your week, your month, coming up
Uh-huh.
with, okay, what do you want to focus on coming next? And it's just accountability and getting to know each
Oh,
other. So it's really, really nice, the catalyst. I love the Mondays. I wish it was Sunday evenings, but it is
mm.
Monday.
And did you hand over the feedback
The
to
hot, yeah,
Emily?
the hot seat. Emily took
Yeah.
that for now. Yeah, because I didn't have time.
Oh, okay.
It
That
was
was um
it was
that
so
was really good.
committed. She was always there, so I asked her if she would
Uh-huh.
like to step up, and she was like, I have to think about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I think
Yeah.
people really like it with her as
Uh-huh.
well. I think she has a little bit of a different twist, and that's totally fine as well. Um,
Yeah.
we'll be back to in one way or another.
Yeah, that's such a great thing that you started, I think, because it really helped us as a coach. Although I'm not coaching, literally I'm not coaching uh with that, and I'm not a life coach or anything like that, but um
But it
it's
helps so much, no? It
it,
helps
it
to already
does.
even
Yeah.
conversations with other people.
Uh-huh.
learning how to not just advise, learning how to just also listen and catch up with keywords and everything.
Mhm. Yeah, it's really a life skill, I think. Yeah, that yeah. How long have you been coaching, Fabi?
I've been coaching since officially since 23.
Mm. Oh, only 2 years, really? Holy
Mhm.
cow. I thought you were like you were one of the, like I thought you were doing this for a while. Oh,
No,
we
I
have
mean,
some.
I've been doing it in one way or another, but officially certified since 2023.
Oh,
Hello.
really?
Hi.
Hi.
I can't talk too much. I'm home, family life, things happening outside, but happy to just listen in.
Better late than never.
Yes.
Yes.
No, given I just had a little chat. We know each other already, so it went a little bit
Mm,
all directions.
mhm.
Have you because no, you haven't met yet, right? But Anca, you are also Mind Valley or Ever coach, right? So
Oh,
you might have met in that space already.
yeah. Hi, Anca.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, yes. Well, Anka, I'm just gonna throw it at you real quick because maybe there's like something that you had
Mhm.
in the expectations also in terms of question for the challenge. And otherwise, I
Mhm.
would just love to invite you real quick to say a few words about yourself, um,
Mhm.
maybe also what brought you to join the challenge. And actually, I haven't even asked given that question because she hasn't joined yet, but she will, hopefully.
Oh,
So let's see.
No, you gave me such a good description. I was just scrolling. For me, it's like it caught my attention for $7 or whatever. I feel like it was,
Yeah.
of course, I'll join. Like it was really a no-brainer, how you call it. And I just knew, yes, from the program and just loved your post. And I said, okay. I think most people have a problem with time, right? Even if
mm.
it's not the money investment, it's the time investment. Like everybody is so busy. And so
And that's
like,
the point of this challenge, really.
uh-huh.
I see the contradictory there. But
Yes.
Mhm.
go on.
And so, yeah, the attention spans are like, I don't know, a few seconds because of Reels and Instagram and all the things. So, yeah, it just sounded great. When I have slow mornings, I love it and I'm more productive. Where I really like, I take the time, just eat like so calmly and like it makes a difference. But how rare is that? Like having a slow morning, no stress, no nothing, like very um what's luxurious and expansive. I think that's the word, right? Like starting your morning
Mhm.
like that. So I said, okay, whatever she's saying, I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Nice. Nice. Yes, and so the time you bring up the time thing, and I've actually
Mhm.
had a few people responding to me saying like, "Oh, I've got so much on my plate at the moment. I don't really know if I can add another challenge or another thing to it." And that was really like a little bit painful because yes, my intention with this is not to add on, right?
Mhm.
Yes, they are daily 10 to 15-minute visualizations, meditations
Mhm.
that I'm sending out. Um, but then through that practice and a little intention reflection questions for the day to like pay attention to certain things and our
Mhm.
behaviors and our actions, the idea is to actually give you more time to actually bring back that calm, to,
Mhm.
hone in that regulating the nervous system a little bit and saying, okay, I'm actually safe. I don't have to
Mhm.
run around the whole time. The plates are still gonna keep spinning, whether I'm pushing them or not. And if they slow
Mhm.
down a little bit, like that's totally fine too. The earth is still gonna turn. People around me are still gonna care for me. Nobody's gonna, hate me because I don't do everything for them all the time. So
Mhm.
it was very interesting for me as well creating this challenge actually because I wanted to give so much and there's such a tendency to
Give
Mhm.
a
and then
lot, but
tell
yeah.
in these freebies and these things, you need to
Mhm.
give as much value as you can, give them more than what they pay for. And me personally, I'm joining so many of these things, and I'm just like, just give me what you promised me.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
need your entire like your entire library right now. I just want that one book. I just want that one lecture. And I have so much to share that I would love to share, but it was my practice to trust that
Mhm.
few little nuggets that I'm giving are gonna have
Mhm.
a powerful effect. It's gonna be enough, and it's actually gonna be more value because it's less,
Mhm.
because it's not gonna be overwhelming. And so
I will.
just
Oh, sorry.
no.
I thought you finished. So I wanted to say I'm also responsible for myself that I know if you give me, I don't know, one mantra that I can use for the rest of my life, for me, it's worth it. So it's about the people who are joining to be responsible too, I guess, and you trusting them that they are responsible enough to choose like, that one thing that will help them, even if it's 770, 700, depending on the thing. Yeah, but I want to be very responsible of my experience. So if I have one mantra from now on, or like one thing that will help me and make my morning fabulous,
Mhm.
if it's a word, whatever it is, like for me, it's done, it's worth it, it's great. I don't need all the what you
All
said,
the
like all the
noise,
knowledge.
right?
Yes.
All the noise, yes.
Mhm.
Because there's so many different ways, and there's so many
Mhm.
different ways that work for different people. Um, and so obviously I'm giving you little snippets, and I do have the belief that the 7 most important life skills that I'm also sharing within this 7 days, it's really the foundation that I do with the people that I work also one-on-one. But once you have the understanding of all of these 7 things, you then tailor them to yourself because it's just the foundation, and then you make it your own. And depending on your life situation or your daily situation, you just pick and choose through it. But through the practice over time, it's just integrated in your being. And you don't have to meditate every morning to be peaceful and loving. You don't have to forgive everyone all the time anymore because you just kind of also understand, well, they're just doing their own little thing. Like poor little you who didn't get the love that you needed in your childhood and probably also adult life, right? So all of these practices, obviously in 1 week, it's not going to be fully embodied and integrated, but if one thing, as you said, Anca, if one thing lands to the point that you can hold on to that and keep coming back to that, that's already worth the $700, not the $7, right? I love that. Thank you. Yes. Do you have any questions in that regards? Like, was there anything unclear in the challenge, in the description or something?
No, like I just skip through it again. I don't know where I was, like just scrolling. Okay, yes, I'm in fast. Okay. Uh, I saw somebody else hosting a challenge on that platform, and maybe it's very like something new and everything, but it did a bit. Oh, create an account. Oh, like you have to log in there to get it. Okay, fine. But again, if you want something, you'll do it, and okay, it's fine. Right,
Yes.
like the
Like if the community doesn't speak to you afterwards or anything, you can always get out as well, right? So
yeah, maybe it's just the ease of access and everything. We want everything easy and fast, and if we're on Facebook, maybe to stay on Facebook or just I don't know what people do anymore, like WhatsApp groups or whatever. So yeah, for me, maybe I'm an emotional buyer or something. Oh, fabulous morning. Okay, yes, I want fabulous morning. I didn't care about anything else. Yes, okay, fabulous morning. I want it.
yeah, and then I'm really curious to hear your experiences. So I'm gonna be really open. This is my first time that I'm running this, right? It's usually a 3-month program that I'm basically putting into 7 days and make it like really, really digestible. So it's boiled down to the
Mhm.
essence, hopefully. And I'm super curious to see how it's landing, and if it's really as powerful also within 7 days as I think it can be, if somebody chooses to just take a few things from that and then continue doing that, even if it's one, right? Even if it's just one, because sometimes I do these 7 life skills within like a month. Like I do one thing for a month with my clients, and then just continuously doing these visualizations, meditations, checking in with yourself throughout the day, so that it becomes not just second nature, but actually just becomes your nature. It's just the remembrance of who we are and how interactions are, should be, could be. Not it should be. We're all gonna have continuously up challenges, and that's totally fine too. So
Did you speak about the 7 things? What we'll have every day? I didn't see.
no, I actually didn't yet.
Oh, okay.
But basically, day one will start with paying attention to the nervous system. So there's going to be a breathing exercise. I'm going to share how to breathe, because the breath is the start of each visualization, to really calm down into your seat of the heart, lowering the brain waves to really get into that suggestible state of being. Then the first real practice meditation that you're going to do is going to be around magical acceptance. I used to call it radical acceptance, and for some reason this time around magical acceptance came, and I actually resonated even more with that. Then we have compassion. Here, primarily compassion for ourselves, but it also goes out to like, okay, learning how to have compassion for others. Gratitude, learning the real key secrets that most often is not told in like the regular practices around gratitude. Then we have forgiveness, to let go and take the power back. And then then one I had to like drink together, and that's creative visualization, because that's just huge. I focus on creating your day, like just paying attention again, like how do I want to feel the day, right? Like just creating your perfect day. It's not going to be a perfect day, but how can you be intentional about the day? And then the last thing is also bringing in that sense of knowing that the universe has your back and you're always supported, and you don't have to worry as long as you breathe, and even beyond that, right? Like you're supported, you're safe, you're good. And can you just trust that? Can you just connect to something greater than yourself and find what that is for you? So yeah. And also
I love all this, and it's so we know about them. Everyone knows about them, but when somebody holds the space, it's so valuable, and you keep yourself accountable that you're actually going to do it. And again, even if it's just 1 minute, 1 minute today, I'm focusing on self-compassion and so on. We know about them, right? Like we don't lack knowledge, but you holding this space is a lot more valuable than $7. And like I'm having you, I'm holding you today, you're self-compassionate. So I see it as very valuable, very valuable. Even if I know the concepts and maybe I do them with my clients, but like somebody's doing it with me, I want to be held.
Different.
Yes, I want to be held. I want to be the one who's receiving. Thank you.
And especially as coaches and healers, and yeah, also given she's a Tai Chi teacher, she's holding a lot of space for others all the time. She's a grandma, she's a mother, a daughter, right? Like,
I want to be the special one and be held and be supported and receive something. I don't know, energy, just a smile or something, a sentence.
awesome.
So I love it. It's very valuable.
Love that. Thank you. And actually, one more thing that I'm going to ask the two of you now, because I don't want to add like too much. But what I have noticed with another challenge that I've done on this platform, what I missed was an actual space to have a dialogue, to exchange, which I don't know we're gonna have on the platform. You're gonna be you're going to be asked a question at the end of the day, which is related to that day. Then you type in your answer there. That goes onto the feed. And then on the feed, everybody can comment on somebody else's answers, basically. But you cannot post something new. You cannot ask a question or anything. So my question is, do you think it might be worth it to open a Telegram group or a WhatsApp group for that matter? So you could also ask me questions throughout the day if something is not clear.
You should have charged more for that. If you give us this, you should have charged it more. But for me, yeah.
I'm gonna open a tip jar at the end, okay? Like donation jar.
For me, yes, I do have, I think, Telegram. Like a lot of people use it, but I simply didn't, I don't know, I didn't use it in the end.
Yeah.
So for me, if other people want to, WhatsApp is great.
Yeah. But just in general, the idea of having another, like a platform where we can talk at the moment as well, right? Okay.
If it's possible, yes, why not? It's very precious, of course. Even just asking a question for the whole 7 days, of course,
Yeah.
it's very precious.
For me, it's very valuable to also hear what lands and what's maybe confusing and what doesn't make sense for a better next challenge.
I say trust yourself, because I'm sure it's going to be great. And maybe if you record it, I don't know how it will be. Like if it's like small things, you can sell it separately, not live. Yeah. It's a great thing to have as a starter program or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure it's going to be like super great. I just know.
I know it's super great. I hope it's awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, I think that's the hour. And if there is no specific question anymore open, I'm gonna leave it at that. Is it okay for the two of you? And I know, given we chatted quite privately, so I'm gonna cut a few very private things that you shared with me. But is it okay? You are on the screen with us sharing about the challenge and stuff?
Yeah, that would be, if you can cut out the medical part,
Yeah.
I would appreciate it.
Definitely.
But I don't think you're recording. Are you recording? You're not recording? Yes. Oh, okay.
Maybe it's just Adam. We'll see. It's like this technical stuff.
Okay.
But you didn't get the message, like you didn't get the...
No, but it's okay. No, look, I didn't share anything, and I'm just, the challenge will be there on that membership on NAS, right? Okay.
You should get tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I don't know what time is it now where you're at.
I'm in Lausanne area, so I'm in Switzerland. Yeah.
Okay, so at 6 a.m. there will be the first checkpoint, I think they're called. It will be. You should get a notification, hopefully. But if not, just go and check it, and then explore it and give me your.
I cannot wait.
And I love to co-create that with you guys.
Okay, thank you so much for doing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gavin. Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks, Fabi. Good to see you. And okay, aloha. I don't know. Oh, there.
Bye, Gavin.